Namaste Gurukulians, how are things? I wish you are in fighting fit spirit. Well, today I'm going to continue the chapter which I started earlier related to adjectives, and this is today Adjective Part 2. Before I start, I'll give you a brief introduction regarding adjectives so that your memories come alive and you learn the new things for today and for future as well. What is adjective? Remember, any word which adds in the meaning of noun or qualifies a noun, and they are used either before a noun or after noun. For example, I have an expensive pen. So before pen, this word expensive is actually adjective. And if I say my pen is expensive, it means that is the use of adjectives after noun. Now, after that, if you remember, we did examples of adjectives which were formed from nouns. For example, from happiness, it was happy, etc. From today, and you will see adjectives which are formed from verbs. So look at these verbs here. Eat, you know these simple verbs. Talk, move, cultivate. Cultivate means to grow, like grow crops. Enjoy, help, accept, believe, to have faith. Irritate, profit, use and predict. So what will be the adjectives out of these given verbs? Let's see. You need to add some suffixes here. So this is eatable here. From eat, your adjective is eatables. Even you sometimes sometimes call the things as eatables, but you can say this is a new fruit and it is eatable. Means this fruit is eatable, means able to be eaten. Talk means baat karna, but here the adjective will be talkative. Now this is a characteristic of the people of talking too much in the classrooms when somebody talks a lot. So that person can be called talkative. Move. From move, now remember eat to eatable, move, movable. Means able to be moved. Means I'm selling this big table and you as a customer buy that, but that table is very big and you have a problem, you are alone and you don't know how can you move that. So I say, sir, it's movable, means it can be moved. Cultivate. From cultivate, it is cultivable, able to be cultivate. Now, from enjoy, enjoyable. Means able to be enjoyed. Help, helpful. You can say my friend is very helpful or this book is helpful and I need to buy a helpful book. Accept, acceptable. Believable. From believe, you have believable. For example, I tell you a secret. To speak, to write better in English, you need to understand nouns, pronouns and adjective, and you don't believe it, but I say yes, it is believable. Irritate, irritable. The behavior which is easily irritated. From profit, profitable. For example, I have an option to start up a new business, and what I have found that business is profitable, like selling fruits is profitable, or this is a profitable business. Use, usable. and predict, predictable. Okay, predictable means able to be predicted. For example, the lockdown is not predictable, right? So this is the example. Now moving on, some adjectives are formed from adjective roots. I mean, they are already adjectives. See, tragic, tragical, black, blackish, and white, whitish. After this, let's talk about next thing in case of adjectives. First of all, see, positive degree. Usually, adjectives have 3 degrees. First degree is called positive degree. What is positive? Means when you use any word which qualifies a noun and that is used for no comparison. You are not making any comparison using that. All the first degrees are as actually positive degrees. For example, Rakesh is a tall boy. Here in the sentence, I am not comparing Rakesh. I am just stating it that it is tall. The person is tall. So this is actually positive degree. For example, it is very beautiful picture. Now this picture is not being compared, so it is beautiful. So here this and that are both in positive degrees. Next example is, he is an able swimmer. So able is not comparing he, right? So this is related to positive degrees. After positive degree, B, this is for comparative degree, which is actually the second degree. Most of the time, second degree is made by adding ER at the end of the positive degree. First case of using comparative degree is when you compare two people, two things are compared. For example, he is wiser than his brother. Now, in this example, we are comparing he to people. So first person is here, he, and we are comparing he with his brother. So to make the comparison between these two, I had to use comparative degree here and using than after it, with whom we are comparing. Now, next example is, the glass is cleaner the glass. Okay, if I write this glass is cleaner than the other. Now here I am comparing this glass with the other. As I told you, two people or two things are compared. So second degree is used. After it, two different qualities in the same person is compared. Means person is same, like we have many qualities. So our one quality is actually better than the other. So we use second comparative degree. Remember, here more is used. For example, she is more fair than tall. Now here single person is there, same person, two qualities, fair and being tall. Here it's not ER, it's not fairer, which will be wrong. So that's why it's fair and more is used. So she is more fair than tall. Next example is he is more fat than tall. He is more fat than tall. In this example again we are comparing two qualities of he being more fatty. It's not like fattier, which will be wrong. So he is more fat than tall. Moving on to the next rule related to comparative degrees. See, when selection of one out of two persons or thing is meant, the degree of comparison is followed by of. Remember, of will be used here, and the. Remember, the. Of and the both will be used here before it. How? Example, Zia is abler of the two sisters. Here we have Zia person, and when selection of one out of two persons, so suppose there are two sisters and we are talking about Zia. So Zia is abler of the. So what did I say? Of and the, these two will be used here. Zia is abler of the two sisters means दोनों बहनों में से Zia जो है वो able है, वो योग्य है. This boy is fairer of the two. Suppose there are two boys of different complexion. One has fair and other has dark. So दोनों लड़कों में से this boy means any particular one is fairer of the two. So this is rule number 3. Fourth rule, if the two comparative degrees, remember two comparative degrees means two times, two different degrees are used. Sentence to lay stress on an idea. When two degrees are used to stress on one idea, both should be preceded by definite article the. Remember, the is used here. Definite article is the. So see the example. The higher you go, the cooler it is means जितना ज़्यादा ऊंचा जाते हैं उतना ज़्यादा ठंडा है. So such kind of sentences in Hindi, जितना ज़्यादा उतना ज़्यादा, like this. See one more. The more we get, जितना ज़्यादा हम पाते हैं, the more we desire, उतनी ज़्यादा हम आकांक्षा करते हैं, उतनी ज़्यादा हम wish करते हैं. I hope you have understood this. In today's video related to adjectives, this is part 2 and it is complete up to here. I'll make next video related to part 3 of adjectives next time. Till then, have a great day.